people, it's time for some karaoke.
What is she doing?
Liz, I'm so excited. I always say that, don't I? It's my thing, I sing slow, I sing fast. Samba with mambo, hip hop and jazz. Songs make me and shake on the dance floor. Amazing grace, how sweet the sound that...
Stop before I start crying.
Did you take my cell phone? Mom, Kevin's stealing my stuff again.
Why, are we going home?
This is our home.
Our real home, Mom. Where my friends are. Where I can get cell phone reception.
He's amazing. He is so funny and so focused. He's a great role model, too.
Remember the voice that talked to you from a side table drawer on Blue's Clues?
Blue's Clues in the neighborhood? I'm so excited!
The kid who shredded guitar alongside Jack Black in School of Rock?
Who can top him?
Get out of here, stupid.
Yes, Alicia!
She disappeared from Hollywood at the height of her career, and what she's doing now will shock you. But before we get to the moment she walked away from millions of dollars in potential earnings, and before we reveal why she's never spoken publicly about what really happened on the set of one of her biggest films, you need to understand two things. First, Alicia Allen was working before she could even read.
Yeah, he just wants to get attention. She made a mistake, all right.
Building an empire that would crumble the moment she made one irreversible choice. Second, there's a reason she changed her name multiple times throughout her career, and the truth behind that decision reveals everything about the pressure child actors face. But let's start where it all began. Alicia Lene Allen was born on April 28, 1991, in New York City. Before she even started school, she was already working. At age 4, Alicia began modeling, appearing in print campaigns and commercials.
This family's next stop, Tower of Terror.
Call 1407 W Disney and make your dream come true.
Mama Laura, you go, girl.
Her mother wasn't just a stage mom, she was Alicia's contracted hairstylist, creating the looks that would help her daughter stand out in auditions. This wasn't a hobby, this was a business, and the Allen family was all in.
Who lived way on the other side of town.
1996 changed everything. Nickelodeon launched Blue's Clues, a revolutionary children's show that broke the fourth wall and treated young viewers like active participants rather than passive consumers. The show needed voice actors for the animated characters, and 5-year-old Alicia auditioned for the role of side table drawer, the living room furniture piece that held Blue's Clues.
All right, this time I'm really gonna do it.
She got it. But here's the interesting part. She was credited as Lene Allen, not Alicia, Lene. The decision to use her middle name would be one of many identity shifts throughout her career. And it speaks to something deeper about how child actors are molded, packaged, and presented to the world. Blue's Clues became a cultural phenomenon. Kids everywhere recognize that voice.
Can we open it now? Is it time? It is. Cool. Yeah.
Parents sang along to the songs, and Alicia was part of something that defined a generation's childhood. She would voice Side Table Drawer from 1996 to 2004, appearing in episodes and specials, including Blue's big musical. And as her voice became famous, her face remained relatively unknown. She was building a foundation, learning the craft, getting comfortable in front of cameras and microphones. 1999 brought her first significant film role. The Best Man, directed by Malcolm D. Lee, featured an ensemble cast including Taye Diggs, Nia Long, Morris Chestnut, and Harold Perrineau. Alicia played a flower girl in the wedding scenes, and years later, she would reflect on that experience with genuine joy. In an Instagram post, she recalled being an 8-year-old with a snaggletooth who got paid to do the electric slide with the cast and crew. Her mother styled her hair for the film, and in a twist of fate, Nia Long would later play her mother in another film. But that's getting ahead of the story. The early 2000s saw Alicia booking more work. She appeared in Elmo's Magic Cookbook, continuing her presence in children's entertainment.
I'm putting a long neck and a tail. A brontosaurus.
Wow.
Brontosaurus.
She was hustling, building credits, proving she could handle different genres and formats. But nothing prepared her for what came next. Richard Linklater was directing a film called School of Rock, written by Mike White and starring Jack Black. The story followed Dewey Finn, a failed rock musician who poses as a substitute teacher and turns his class of prep school students into a rock band. Paramount Pictures needed kids who could act, and ideally, some who could actually play instruments. Alicia auditioned for the role of Aleisha, nicknamed Braceface, the keyboard player. She got the part. And suddenly, she was on a major studio film set, working alongside Jack Black at the peak of his manic comedic powers, surrounded by talented kid actors who would become lifelong friends.
That's it. Who can top him?
Get out of here, stupid ass.
Yes, Alicia.
School of Rock wasn't just a movie. It was lightning in a bottle. The chemistry between the kids was real. The music was legitimate. And when the film was released in October 2003, it became both a critical and commercial success, grossing over $131 million worldwide. Critics praised the performances, especially from the child actors who brought authenticity and heart to their roles.
Amazing Grace.
Alicia was 12 years old, and she was part of a phenomenon. The cast bonded intensely during filming. They weren't just colleagues, they became family. And that bond would endure for decades, with reunions in 2013, 2019, and beyond. But in 2003, Alicia was riding high. Hollywood was paying attention, offers were coming in, and her next role would cement her status as one of the most recognizable child actors of the mid-2000s. 2005 brought Are We There Yet?, a family comedy.
Mom says that if a man is not married by the time he's 35, he's either damaged or gay.
What?
Starring Ice Cube and Nia Long. Alicia played Lindsay Chingston, one of 2 children who terrorized Ice Cube's character during a cross-country road trip.
He is so funny and so focused. He's a great role model, too.
The film was a box office success, grossing over $97 million worldwide. Critics weren't kind. It holds a 13% rating on Rotten Tomatoes, but audiences loved it, especially families looking for something to watch together. And here's where that twist of fate comes in. Nia Long, who Alicia had worked with in The Best Man 6 years earlier, was now playing her mother. The full circle moment wasn't lost on Alicia, who would later reference it fondly. They had history, they had chemistry, and the film worked because of it.
What you want? Baby, I got it.
She can sing?
What you need? You know I got it.
The success of Are We There Yet? Led to a sequel.
Well, I feel sorry for the next sucker who tries to put the moves on her.
In 2007, Are We Done Yet? Reunited the cast for another family adventure, this time focused on home renovation disasters.
Who don't know when we got it good in a nice, beautiful home.
Wow, at least the table's strong.
Ice Cube and Nia Long's characters are now married, and Alicia reprised her role as Lindsay. The film was again panned by critics, but found an audience, grossing over $58 million worldwide. By 2007, Alicia Allen was a known commodity. She'd been in 3 financially successful films. She had steady voice work. She was 16 years old with a resume that most adult actors would envy. The trajectory seemed clear. Transition from child roles to young adult roles. Maintain momentum. Become a household name. But then something unexpected happened. She stopped. Not gradually, not a slow fade. She just stopped taking acting roles. There were no dramatic headlines, no public feuds, no scandals forcing her out. Alicia Allen simply walked away from Hollywood at the exact moment when most child actors are desperately trying to prove they can make the leap to adult stardom. Years later, fans would wonder, what happened? Where did she go? Did something occur on set that drove her away? Was she burned out? Did the industry chew her up and spit her out like so many others? The truth is both simpler and more inspiring than any Hollywood drama. Alicia enrolled at Pace University in New York City. She wasn't taking a break. She wasn't hedging her bets. She was choosing a completely different path. While her School of Rock castmates continued pursuing entertainment careers, while former child actors fought for relevance in an industry that discards people the moment they age out of their initial appeal, Alicia was sitting in lecture halls, studying speech-language pathology. In 2013, she graduated from Pace University with her bachelor's degree. But she wasn't done. She enrolled at Columbia University, one of the most prestigious institutions in the world, to pursue her master's degree in speech-language pathology. In 2016, she graduated from Columbia. Let that sink in. The girl who voiced Side Table Drawer, who jammed with Jack Black, who held her own opposite Ice Cube, walked away from potential millions to become a speech-language pathologist. She chose helping children with communication disorders over playing pretend on camera. She chose a career where success is measured in patient progress rather than box office receipts. Today, Alicia Allen is a licensed, registered speech-language pathologist. She works with patients who struggle with speech, language, and communication challenges. She's also an instructor at Columbia University, teaching the next generation of SLPs. She occasionally seeks voiceover roles and representation in the performing arts, keeping one foot in the creative world that shaped her childhood. But her primary identity isn't actress anymore. It's clinician, it's educator, it's advocate. The reunions with her School of Rock castmates aren't just nostalgia trips. They're genuine friendships maintained across completely different life paths. In 2013, when the cast got together, Alicia was in the middle of her undergraduate studies. By the 2019 reunion, she was Dr. Allen. Well, not doctor, but you get the point. She had advanced degrees from Ivy League institutions. She had a career that would exist long after Hollywood forgot about child actors from the 2000s. On social media, Alicia occasionally shares memories from her acting days. The Instagram post about The Best Man reveals her personality perfectly. Warm, funny, self-deprecating, and deeply appreciative of the experiences she had. She jokes about being a snaggletooth 8-year-old and getting paid to do the electric slide. She gives credit to her mother for the hairstyling. She notes the cosmic coincidence of working with Nia Long twice. These aren't the posts of someone bitter about leaving the industry. They're the reflections of someone who had a unique childhood, valued it, and then chose something else. There's no scandal here, no cautionary tale about child stardom destroying lives. Alicia's story is the opposite. It's about agency, education, and purpose. She didn't burn out, she didn't flame out. She made a calculated decision that Hollywood wasn't the end game, and she executed that decision with the same professionalism she brought to her acting roles. But that doesn't mean there aren't questions. In all her social media posts, in all the reunion interviews with School of Rock castmates, Alicia has never done a deep dive interview about why she left. She's never sat down with a journalist and explained the thought process. She's never written a memoir. The closest we get are casual Instagram captions that hint at gratitude, but don't reveal the internal struggle, if there was one. Did she face pressure to stay? Did agents tell her she was making a mistake? Did casting directors write her off when she chose education over auditions? We don't know. And maybe that's the point. Maybe Alicia's greatest achievement isn't the film she made or the degree she earned. It's the boundary she set between her public persona and her private self. As of 2024, Alicia Allen's net worth is estimated at around $500,000, which might seem modest compared to actors who stayed in the industry. But that number doesn't account for the stability of her current career, the pension and benefits from working in healthcare and education, or the fact that she's not dependent on an industry that discards people without warning. She's not scrambling for callbacks. She's not doing reality TV to stay relevant. She's not on Cameo charging fans $50 for birthday messages. She's working with children who need her. She's teaching students who will go on to help thousands more. And she's living a life entirely on her own terms. The Blue's Clues generation is now in their 20s and 30s, many with children of their own. Some of them are just now discovering that the voice they heard every day as toddlers belonged to someone who made a radically different choice than most child actors. Some are inspired by it, others are just confused. How do you walk away from fame? But maybe that's the wrong question. Maybe the better question is, how do you know when something that defined your childhood shouldn't define your entire life? Alicia figured it out. She worked professionally from age 4 to 16. She appeared in major films and a landmark television show. She built friendships that lasted decades. And then she built something entirely different, a career based on science, compassion, and helping others find their voice. There's poetry in that. The girl who was a voice on a children's show grew up to become someone who helps children develop their voices. The actress who played make-believe became a professional who deals in the very real challenges of human communication. And she did it all without fanfare, without a press tour, without seeking approval or validation from the industry that knew her as a child. She just quietly, confidently became someone new. That's not a failure. That's a masterclass in knowing yourself. The School of Rock kids stayed close. They text, they meet up, they celebrate each other's successes. When Alicia shows up to those reunions, she's not the one scrambling to stay relevant. She's the one with multiple degrees and a stable career. She's the one who made it out, not by conquering Hollywood, but by realizing she didn't need to. As for current projects, Alicia continues her work at Columbia University and maintains her clinical practice. She occasionally considers voiceover opportunities, old habits die hard, and there's something comforting about stepping into a recording booth, even after years away. But she's not chasing it. She's not desperate for the spotlight. She's exactly where she wants to be. And maybe that's the most radical thing a child actor can do. Choose peace over fame, substance over spotlight, purpose over celebrity. Alicia Allen did that. She walked away when everyone expected her to stay. She built something meaningful when she could have coasted on nostalgia. She's not on your screen anymore, but she's exactly where she belongs, in classrooms and clinics, using her voice to amplify others. The girl from Blue's Clues and School of Rock grew up and chose to make a real difference. And honestly, that's cooler than any movie role could ever be.